Well, ladies and German, Soviets and Soviets, how are you all doing? I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm
And
Mangru,
folks,
hello, hello, hello.
continuing coverage as always, going to be going over here to the map of Babur. And on there today, we have ourselves kind of an interesting matchup. Who do we have?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have ourselves the Big D, playing as 1st Lovas Hungarian Cavalry Division. And on the right-hand side, we're going to be dropping in with a bit of shade, and he is playing as the 84th Guard Strelocki Division. Shade has Vanguard income, and Big D has
Well, definitely
balanced
looking to
income.
see if it's more like Big D or Little Richie. But as of right now, we actually are seeing a heavy infantry push right on the center line. 9, 10, 11 squad, 12 squads? Did I count that right? No. Jeez,
That's a lot
18.
of dudes. All sorts of Hungarians, yeah, and off we go. Not much in terms of armor from Big D. Looking from Sage side, there's a few T-34s, nothing too crazy, and an IS-2 down
Nothing too
south.
crazy. That's a very guarded way of putting it. I'm surprised by that kind of comment. And never mind. Looking at the breakouts, I guess I can understand that kind of meh of it all. Now, of course,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir.
Yeah, neither side really doing that, crazy bridge rush or so early on. Just gonna be defending their side of the river at the start. No real. Yeah, he's gonna be pushing a little bit into the ball sack side, so that's a good idea
Yes,
as
you got to go. You
always.
got to start tickling a little bit if you want some play in there. Nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, we're going to see some flame troops. We haven't seen them really nearly at all the last couple of games we've seen with the first Lovas. And is that
Oh, it's the
Okay, the
always a
recon
good
with the
choice.
Tuzerek. Actually, taking a look at early infantry, we're seeing ourselves a nice spread over here from the 84th. And it looks like it's kicking off down south. A bunch of artillery is out in the open. Who the heck are they shooting at, though?
Good question. It's a very good question. It was infantry support guns having a hard time seeing anything without any recon nearby. Actually shooting a little bit up north into Big D's
Yes,
flamethrower
indeed. But for the
position.
moment, it looks like he's not going to get a whole lot done there. Um, Soviets are actually trying to extricate themselves from the forest down near the whole testicle zone.
Always a good play. Got some Oggerman Shiki and even some Sapri PPSHs in there. And they're going to be fine against the
Whoa,
more
big push along the
dedicated,
center
well,
line.
pretty much the Hungarian
Guards
version of
across
Sunplayers.
that major bridge, two T-34s in the meantime.
Whoa!
Yeah, and the Hungarians say it doesn't matter what your name is. I am just going to force you to surrender every single time. It's going to happen very quickly, I think.
I think, yeah, those flamethrowers are doing a lot of
Driver knocked
damage.
out.
And a T-30... the AT rifle in there. Look at him go. The infantry support guns are, well, support an array, but not enough
Get ready for
for the
some green on greens for the
T-34s.
Ju-87 coming in. Yeah,
Oh
much
boy.
better play. Let's go after the tank out in the open.
Yeah.
And then he lost. Oh no,
And
he's looking
doesn't
at
actually...
IS-2. He's not gonna get bombs off though.
Oh, this is right, you get an AA gun early on, because that saved his
Oh
IS-2, and
man.
there we go. Really good counter here from Shade. Fantastic. You can't really be affording to lose your IS-2 and A phases. You only get one
But
per
neither can you
card.
afford to use those Ju-87s. That's a big loss there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was really spot on from Shade, and that's going to allow him to maintain the bridgehead. He just needs to, get some more infantry to
Well,
pour
if you want
into
a
the
guy who knows how to
area.
cover, you have to look at a man named Shade.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's
Two of his own
extremely
arcs coming
true,
up to the
Con.
north, but this initially befuddling artillery position is now really going to do some excellent work here. And you see very quickly the infantry falling
Mm-hmm.
back will allow those T-34s, I would say, to almost extend a little bit further north. But that Pac-40 will control the southern approaches, and I think that's why we're not seeing too aggressive of play.
No, yeah, I think with the T-34, especially with no recon nearby, the best idea is just to keep them where they are at the moment. Even where they are right now, they are pretty vulnerable. Yeah, we're going to see how very shortly these 40mm guns, which are coming online. Oh, yeah, I think he's got the crossfire with the other 40mm up north. That's perfect. That's
Oh, you and I were talking
perfect.
about completely different 40 mils. I was talking about the northern one. You have the ones to the west. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are doing a lovely little crossfire. That's exactly what you need to do with smaller AT guns so you can get the side
Unfortunately,
shots.
we do see the northern one is getting taken out. The
Mm-hmm.
shooter is still dead on the other tank. Driver knocked out. Loader knocked out. I am surprised we haven't seen any kind of assistance from anyone.
Oh,
Now the gun's jammed. I mean, good lord.
I think they're gonna have to take her back to the factory. Hopefully the warranty. Never mind, I think the
Yeah,
warranty
it might be
won't
a little bit
cover
rough. It's
that.
kind of hard to buff that one out. To the north, we are going to see a bit of an
Mm-hmm.
aggressive push of actually from BigD. Aggressing on those Sepiris with essentially the beefed up flame troops. You know, oh my gosh, what do we have behind them? The Huzodoks galore.
So yeah, it's a lot of Husarooks, and at close range they're gonna be scary with just ridiculous amount of semi-automatic rifles. And that was a very good push there from Big D, gaining a bridgehead up north, and yeah, it's going to be an easy flag, and he can potentially get another 1 or 2 flags,
Definitely a
depending on how
possibility,
he
but down
pushes.
in the center side, oh my gosh, 3 superior squads, 2 guards.
Oh!
Yes, we do have an entire company, or is it maybe squad, of Tyrans coming on in, but these guys are not going to do particularly well. Wow, that was a really quick kill too. Jeez. Air cover is not messing around.
At long... no, at T-34 at long range can prove to be a bit of a pain against the Tyrans, but his 40 mils are pretty close, and I think they can
Well,
probably
between
get
that
just
and the
kills
anti-tank guns, the
easy.
anti-tank gun got the coup de grace there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very good play over from Shade, finally bringing some infantry into his foothold, and there's nothing really here to stop him, as Big D has really spent a lot of his infantry resources on the far northern edge of the map. And now he is finally getting some infantry to help
Well, we also have that
capture the
IS-2 has
center.
now made its way across the bridge, which is kind of terrifying when you think about it, because that means there's really no tank in the world from the Big D side that's actually able to take it out.
Yeah, the only thing that can reliably kill the IS-2 is those Stuka cluster bombers. And Shade already has good anti-aircraft
Yes, and it's
coverage.
not going to get any better. Ooh, wait, that infantry's gotten completely pinned down. How the heck did that all happen?
Uh, Mortar? 80 mil? That's what I'm gonna guess. Shade is bringing in off-map artillery of his own, so
Oh,
we'll
there it
see
is.
how
I
his
was like,
plays
where,
out.
where? I saw, like, yeah, I always forget that 40 mils actually do have HE ammo. Maybe that's where that entire push died.
Yeah, that's also true, because usually the small caliber AT guns don't have that, unless you're Hungarian.
And probably the best thing right now to know as those Tyrans is that, first of all, you're going to be seeing that truck very, very soon here.
Oh, that'd be a great kill if he knocks out the off-map. And, yeah, he's just gonna rush on through. The guards can only get AT grenade kills. I don't think I
I think right now
might
he's
get
too busy
close.
shelling the
We'll have to
infantry
see.
on the opposite hill.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for the record, completely understand. That northern thing, by the way, just like take a look at that forest all the way to the north. We'll come right back down the center in a second.
I would not want to go into that forest as a Russian. That's a lot of scary dudes in there. But Big D's just contain Holden for now, which makes sense because he's trying to, contain this middle. So off-map artillery does drop and does a lot of damage. As you've seen, off-map has been buffed quite a bit, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's a card
I
to
thought you
take
meant
now.
that the off-map artillery had gotten shot, and I was like, how the heck did you get ahead of me again? But no, you're absolutely right. We do see that both of those 40 mils have been completely, totally destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shade has been a little bit ballsy behind IS-2. Fortunately, there's no AT infantry nearby, but he is going to be moving it up north to try and deal with the Tehran threat, and Oh, it'd be interesting because if the Trons can, just maneuver around the IS-2 while it's reloading, they could get a
Well,
rare
it
shot
only
and kill
really
it.
has 8 shots to kill. So I mean, if it's
Yeah.
so that's a tough. That's tough. Oh, cluster bomber.
And there we go. And AA
There we
is
go.
not nearby, and bang on. But he's probably going to lose cluster bomber, so
Yeah, because the 40,
it's
yeah,
going
the
to be an
40
eye
mils
for an
right in the
eye.
area, but not enough.
Hmm. That was probably a good call, because that's going to open up for his Tyrans to move through and clear things out for now. But Sade is bringing in a bunch of Automachikis along the southern bridge, and a bunch of AT guns on the northern
Yes,
bridge.
indeed. Now we are seeing really. I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing any kind of shove whatsoever on the northern side over here for Big D. Is he just waiting for later on? He knows that he's going to only get stronger. Is that the kind of case that's going on here?
I think he's just tunnel visioned in the middle more than anything, just trying to deal with this two-pronged breakout from Shade.
That's a big ask. The Tyrans are dying one by one to a T-34E, no less. It does have 2 stars, though.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Hungarian tanks. They do not fare well in open ground engagements, even against your rather
You know,
bog
I
standard
disagree. They say
T-34.
farewell very easily. They die just like any other men. More Husarovs
Hmm.
coming in. I'm surprised we're not seeing some of the huge caliber artillery.
Yeah, some 105s or 149 mils would definitely help out on the Hungarian side and shelling the Soviet positions, as the things are pretty clustered up. All the infantry and
Very
AT
true.
guns and whatnot.
Very true. Now we are going to see some of the last long Soroks getting picked off here. Those flamethrower troops, not really meant aimed engagements.
Ooh. Yeah, but we are seeing 2 IS-2s being brought out from Shade, so he's getting heavy guns, and the IS-2s are a real major threat, once again, to the Hungarians, as they really lack a lot of proper AT to deal
Well,
with
there's a
him.
Hetzer to the north. Bit of a weird decision to put it way the heck up there, but there's a Hetzer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna help out,
Only the
but
loosest of senses.
yeah, is a three T-34 is pretty close range, could
Focke-Wulf's
probably
going after
knock
the
it out.
artillery and completely whiffs. Focke-Wulf was trying to strafe that off map, but as you might suspect, a little bit more maneuverable than most of the guys he's used to dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
The north. Checking out to the north, we do see one of the 40 millimeters is got a great line on that T-34, but I don't think he's looking to engage. KV-8 being brought in over here from the 84th to the north. And the Focke-Wulf thing is overextended is welcome because now he's got 2 PB. No, there's a Yak and a PE on it.
Yeah, I think he has the speed on him. He has anti-air up, so he should be able to get out. Or heck, even fly around and try to shoot one of these
In the
buggers
meantime,
down.
another off-map goes and does deadly amounts of damage. And the Focke-Wulf does die. He was playing with his food
Oh.
way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeesh, that's always a shame to see.
Yeah, this is not looking all that good for Big D so far. I mean, Shade has taken a huge chunk out of him in this southern area of the map, and Big D hasn't really done much to really exploit up north, and I think he really needs to push up here just to try
I
and
think
relieve
you're
some
absolutely
pressure.
right there. Unfortunately, I don't know if he's got the inclination to do so.
Yeah, I don't think
He
so
does have
either,
that
Tom.
Hetzer.
You see, yeah, and the hatchers, they're gonna hatch. He also has the AT guns, the Pack 40 coming up north, so maybe I can snipe some of these T-34s and open up the area for Big
But
D to
whatever
do
he's
an
doing, he better
infantry
do it
push.
soon, because right now he's going to get engaged in a second. As a KV to the
Mm-hmm.
south, there's more Russian infantry. It's everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And 84th, they're a pretty powerful infantry division. You got pretty much just a lot of guard spam. A lot of guard spam. And on a map like this with all these towns and buildings, yeah, make up a town. That's usually pretty good. At the same time, Hungarian infantry is much better in terms of equipment loadout.
Definitely
Being
more
in the
dynamic, that's for
Hosserooks.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
35 mil, bailout already. One of T-34s is down, but the KV-8 will see him pretty darn quickly. I would... Awful.
Yep.
Loader killed. You're not going to win. 3 or 4 to 1 odds, my friend. It's already down.
Well, at least he kills one of the tanks, or two technically. So maybe it's gonna even up the odds a little bit for the Jagdpanzer to try and do something.
I'm skeptical, and the last artillery barrage comes down to the south, completely and totally shellacking the Husaroks. But more than that, really nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's another 75 mils, another pack 40 essentially.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
he's dead.
Oh, if he can move up the Hosserocks to try to maybe just rush on up and get an ET grenade kill. A little bit of an ask, but it's probably his best bet to kill that IS-2.
Definitely true. Definitely true. Now the Hetzer to the north, I will appreciate this. The Hetzer does have itself, and basically a field day. He doesn't lose that to infantry. He's gonna just completely destroy everything.
Yeah, and also the nice thing about Hetcher is that it does have medium stealth capabilities, which is pretty good for a tank. So if you stick it inside a light forest, it could be a real
But we
sneaky
can't.
bugger.
Strofniki being brought on in by the meantime. Oh, yep, and he does make his presence felt, killing that KV-8's crew very quickly. Ammo explodes. Good.
And the T-34... Yeah, and the T-34's rail has been knocked out, so... BigD needs to make that big push. This is the time.
I mean, we are still in Phase B, so he's already got himself some econ advantage. And I think, you know what, the IS-2 thing you were talking about, getting that rush, that sustained rush, he's got to do it now. He is so freaking close.
Yeah, there's nothing up north. There's a bloody machine gun team and that's it. Oh, I think he's... Yeah, he's doing the push now. He's moving his Hosserooks off the hill. And they're getting another Hetcher. So that's going to help out.
Will it?
I think it will. As long as there's no IS-2. IS-2 beats all. And especially in this northern area where it's all bloody open.
One PE goes down. Might see a rudder damage. Okay, the Focke-Wulf might die. But I think the other Focke-Wulf's going to pick up the slack. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, nope. Over here, anti-air cover a little bit strong now.
And the infantry, unfortunately, not able to get themselves into that sustained position. Now there's 3 Strofniki and 2 KV-8s there, as well as the machine guns inside the forest. No, sorry, that's 45 mils. Never mind, I apologize.
Oh, this is a great push Sage's doing down south. He's putting so much pressure on BigD, and he's just getting more and more land slowly but surely.
I think it's only about 13-11. Like, he's taken a lot of stuff, yes, but he hasn't killed it.
No, yes, that's true. That's true. He doesn't really have that point advantage, and he's going to be losing the income advantage. Where he already lost it, but it's going to be even harder hitting once we get into C phase. But now he is in a position to take a bunch of flags rather quickly. So let's see if he can take advantage of that.
Certainly is the question, isn't it? The Husaroks are the Husaroks that really should have been killing that IS-2 at this point will be seen now, and I think we're going to see an alignment. Yeah, he's not making it.
Oh. Well, an artillery right on top of himself. I see smoke in the IS-2. Definitely interesting call. Maybe he can rush up the Hosserooks, the other squad to get an
How about the
AT grenade
Lobits that are
kill.
to the north? That's a Panzerfaust, for Pete's sake.
Oh yeah, it's even better. Come on, you need to
A long
get on the
last
ball
Hetzer
here.
comes into the south. That was about 15 minutes too late. Sorry, a little bit harsh there, perhaps, but all this tank
No, it's
play down
true,
south,
it's
he's
true.
just not investing in his own troops. To the north, the converse is certainly true, though. Jagdpanzers are just slowly just dominating everything around them.
Yeah, and yeah, I think BigD is gonna find the big weakness of Sage's front, and that's his northern side is pretty wide open. I mean, even on like the northern middle areas. There's 2 guard squads
Yeah, two guard
and a
squads,
machine
still the
gun
freaking
team.
trucks.
Yeah, they're not even combat deployed. So he's gonna pretty much capture all the flags up north, doing an opposite of what's happening down south. So hopefully he can cap these flags and maybe maneuver down south a bit, try to put some pressure in that way.
That would be good, because there's still the IS-2 that's right there to the center position. If he is able to take out the IS-2, that changes a lot.
Yes, it does. Because, yeah, right now, where it is, it's just going to shut down anything that comes down the road. It's a lovely angle. So, it really needs to die, and preferably very soon, for Big D's sake.
Maybe what he's trying to do is he's trying just to go and get it to waste all of its shells.
Maybe. Maybe, yeah, it's already... It's doing pretty good in ammunition still. A little bit low in HE, but enough to keep going for just a bit longer.
Certainly true, certainly true.
Yeah. I wonder if he has any more cluster bombers, because by god, that's what he
The
really
last one I don't
needs.
think is dead. The one that came back in before, did it?
Hey, yeah, I think he brought him out in A phase, and I think you only get
Oh, yeah, I think
2
you're
per card in
right
A
there.
phase, and I think you only get like 1 cluster bomber card with Lovas, so I don't think he has any more, if I remember my deck composition correctly.
Well, in the meantime, we do see that first of many Hetzers has died.
And many more real. Many more real. Yeah, using hedges to fly IS-2's head on isn't gonna work, unless this second one that's coming around the middle area can get a flanking shot.
He
He's not gonna
will.
have a good chance, and even
He
then the
will. It's up.
IS-2...
Aww.
Yep. But even then, the IS-2 has 110mm side armor. It is a thick lad. So it's gonna be a tough fight.
It's even worse still when we have all of this other allied air power coming on in as well.
Yeah, Said's doing a really good job with the air power. Even though it's mainly just fighters he's been bringing out, and then the recon plane's also pretty big deal. That's spotting absolutely everything. But he's stopping Big D from using his own air power, which is his major threat to the IS-2s, is
At long last, though, we see
Hungarian
this
air.
bloody, bald-minded, like, I'm going to charge you with everything I've got. And unfortunately, both squads are forced to fall back. That was a brave effort, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably should have dropped smoke and then done it. But we are seeing a Focke-Wulf be brought out, and he's immediately forced to retreat. And same with the anti-aircraft gun getting pinned down by Sage fighters. Probably would have been a better idea to get a 40mm out rather than a heavy caliber.
So the North belongs to the Hungarians, except that now we have 1 recon squad and 1 IS-2. This actually could be enough on its own to wipe out everything. That said, I'm sorry, go for it.
I think that's a little bit optimistic.
Oh yeah, of course. Certainly, it's very optimistic, but amusing nonetheless.
Because, yeah, Big D is a very nice defensive position up north, as he's got the town strip and the forest and whatnot. So even though he's lost a huge chunk down south, he's doing a pretty good job of taking chunks out up north. Chunky match.
Oh, there's a pack 4. Oh, there's a 75 mil. Oh, no, but he's not engaging that. He's going after the KV-8. Okay, I get why, but, like, ow. I was excited for a second.
Lisa's gonna get another tank off the field. Because honestly, with 84th, you really don't get that many tanks. You got 1 card of T-34s, like 1 or 2 cards of KV-8s, and then it's just IS-2s with 3 cards of them. So every tank you kill is a pretty big kill against 84th. Especially when they're IS-2s, they're pretty heavy tanks.
I also like how we have this recon plane that's just this going in circles over top of the anti-aircraft gun.
Yeah. It's right here, guys. Shoot it.
Stotska. But the middle town is gonna get slaughtered here very quickly. We have 1 machine gun and 1 guard squad, and then comrades, you kind of lose several flags.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really interested to see what the hell his IS-2 is going to do up north. Also, the
Oh,
machine gun team up
behind enemy
north is
lines,
still
yeah.
alive, just in a rather sticky predicament. Okay, he's getting a KV-8 and some Avatar Cheekies, but even then, gonna take him quite a while to retake that area. I really do like his north to south push, Joe. That's getting a lot of flags there from BigD. That's getting a +2 point
Yes, it
advantage.
is. And it's going to do a very good job, I would think. Even if he goes and takes it for a couple, just a few minutes, that's going to get a ton
Mm-hmm.
of ticketage. And there it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, in terms of income, BigD, he's making that big money, but he just cannot. His problem is he cannot kill the IS-2s with the equipment that he has, and those IS-2s are the major threat to him, especially down south. The reason he can't take his southern area back is because of steel aluminium. Up north, the KV-8 does get picked off. Admiralchiki's trying to make it into the forest, but the Huzzaruks are putting up quite a bit of a fight. And one IS-2, as mighty as it would be, just a little bit too much
The
to
might of the
take on.
Hungarian Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Weird to say, but still oddly accurate in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Looking elsewhere down south, there's artillery being flung in every direction. 15-9. Yeah, it does not matter who you are or what you want. Those Huzzaroks are not letting you into that forest. Of course, I say that the
Nope. Nope.
two recon guys stumble on by.
Going for a bit of a stroll. Just ignoring everything else. Yeah, if he can get him into... Oh, he's going to charge here. Okay, he's charging him because he's trying to strafe it. Yeah, playing that makes sense. But even then, I think he's pretty close. Yep. But because it's a recon unit, it can't capture him, can't affect the front line, so the Suruks are gonna escape to fight
Indeed,
another
they
day.
shall. Now, there was a Lovis thing down below. It's broken the tracks of KV-8. There's an IS-2 that's right there, and unfortunately, that is the end of anti-tank weaponry on that infantry squad. But man, that
Mm-hmm.
would be a perfect freaking position.
Oh, that's such a shame for the Loves. That's such a bloody shame. The guards are gonna come around and find his position out.
Yep. Meanwhile, the IS-2 is forced to be
We
panicked.
only had one more
Okay, mortar,
Panzerfaust.
turn. Fire mission south. Something. Okay, never mind. Do we talk about the fact that there's three
Yeah.
Su-76s in the middle part of the map?
No, we haven't talked about the fact that there's three Su-76s in the middle of the map.
Yeah, you're not gonna do anything with that, my friend. Yeah, you'll
And
freak him out a bit, but you're donating points.
man, like, yeah, he has no recon or infantry nearby. I think he's just having a little picnic. It's just a little picnic, and the Hetch is gonna come and ruin it.
Meanwhile, back to the north, we do see that the Hungarians have lost the forest. That's only after almost an entire company of troops
Mm-hmm.
has been thrown at it. Wait, the tracks are
Oh,
broken. The IS-2.
yeah, this is the perfect time to kill it. I mean, it's got. I mean, AT rifle can't do anything against it, even getting
Granata.
side shots. But if he,
Use a grenade. Use anything.
yeah, if you can just suppress the IS-2 and just rut up the Hossaruks to get an AT grenade kill, that's all you need to do, mate. That's all you need to do. It's a sitting duck. Oh, there we go. Opens fires with the
Oh,
AT
wow.
rifle. And that's a what? What? I
OP.
wasn't supposed. Okay, okay, sure. That was the AT rifle. I'm not. Yeah, everything else wasn't. Huh? I'm just
Okay.
gonna leave that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
In the meantime, the Su-76s have decided to start striding forwards, apparently have deciding that they have no desire to live any longer.
Oh, they're gonna charge right into the defensive Hungarian position. That usually doesn't go well. And especially when there's a bunch
Ooh,
of Nimrods being
Nimrods.
brought out.
Where? Oh, my
Oh,
friends!
middle,
The
yeah.
glass cannons.
Bloody idiot,
Hey.
she's uh, the closest thing we're gonna get to an automatic
I
in
say
Steel
PC
Division.
world here, man. Be nice. First Nimrod shot though, gun jammed. Yep, never mind. Carry on.
That's not good. You might want to pull that back now. Yeah, that's gonna be one dead Nimrod. Let's see if second Nimrod does a good job.
Armor cracked.
Yep. I wish more nations use armor penetration shells for their Bofors guns or like mid-caliber AA guns. It's just for seeing autocannon memes
True.
such as
Oh,
yeah.
whoa! Look down to the south. We had this vast overextension of
What the hell?
Soviet armor. Both are falling back, and one gets surrendered,
Oh yeah.
and this IS-2 will be very, very quickly as well. Oh no, he gets killed.
That was a very dumb move.
And yep, that's exactly.
That was not good. Yeah. There we go, and Big D taking the Big V.
I'm gonna stay away from Big D and Big V jokes right about now. I'll let the audience make their own at this point.
Yeah, and he actually loses in terms of KD advantage, yeah. But very close, only like 100
Now,
pointers difference.
this is the kind of issue that I think I was having a problem with in terms of Big D. One anti-aircraft gun takes out 3 Focke-Wulfs. And that's not the only time that an anti-aircraft gun has taken out an airplane. Or this IS-2 taking out 3 Hetzers. I mean, there are moments of sheer brilliance, I think, in terms of the way that counterattack happened from Big D. Definitely think we have room to grow, though.
Yeah. I think what happened is that with the whole southern flank, he just kind of threw everything in there to just like keep the IS-2s occupied and hope they don't go around up north. Like, yeah, you're over here, I can't kill you, but let me just throw you some things to keep you just try to secure down south while sneakily going through up north and taking a bunch of territory without any
That
losses.
certainly would make sense.
I mean, that V-play is a very good example of if you can't kill the big bloody tanks, just ignore them. And hope for the best, yeah, they don't push you too hard where the heavy tanks are, and just push another flank where they're not. As we saw here clearly, he didn't really have the tools to effectively kill the heavy tanks. Also, the Jagdpanzer, absolute boss up north, had to kill an IS-2.
Indeed.
Yeah. I really want to see if that AT rifle actually killed an IS-2, or maybe it was that Jagdpanzer killed it.
Chronology.
Yeah, it's probably more towards the end of the match.
It was before the Nimrods, was it not?
Yeah, it was a little bit, yeah, it was before Nimrods. I think it might have been that Jagdpanzer.
Well, there's an 80mm at the end. Took out both the KV-8 and the IS-2.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was the Jagdpanzer at 2818. Because I was about to say, there's no way that AT rifle could have killed an IS-2 or AT cannon.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised by that and a little dismayed if that was the case.
Need to get a very lucky shot,
Oh,
War
Jesus.
Thunder shot. You just like go through the turret ring and you bounce around inside, killing all the crew members, and then you ammo rack the entire bloody
Let's
thing.
let that one alone because that one's
Typical match
depressing
of
for me.
War Thunder.
Nothing's happened to me at all, of course not. But
Yep.
yeah. But with that in mind, folks, as always, if you like what you see, do reach out and let us know. But for right now, I think that's going to be it. So until next time, I'm Con Ulrich.